559-2731. Well, I did it. Matter of fact, we did it, and that did it too. Yeah. Oh, we did it in public. Yeah, we sure did. What is it we did? Let's see. Well, it's kind of hard to see. I voted. Yeah, we voted. We sure did. We voted, my fellow Americans. You see, we voted on November the 5th, 2024. We voted because we utilized all of our tools, all of our powers. We have superpowers, my fellow Americans, so do you. So if you haven't voted yet, November the 5th, 2024, shut off your YouTube and all social media, get in line, and vote. Now, let me explain a little something over here. We have a lot of tools to get the United States of America to be the United States of America that was promised to us, but never delivered. It was promised, but it was never delivered. But now it's time for us to work on getting it delivered. You see, I'm a registered Democrat. And you better believe I'm more of a liberal person when it comes to social and important matters. But ironically, I'm very conservative with the money that I have. Now, I'll tell you something else. I'm a Democrat, a liberal. God bless you, Annette. God bless you again, Annette.
Thank you,
I'm
Al.
a liberal. Yeah, I say it again. I'm a liberal, I'm a liberal, I'm a liberal, I'm a liberal. You know what else I am? A former gun owner or firearms owner. Now, do I believe that Americans should have the right to have firearms? Oh, yes, I do. I would do something that's very radical. I would argue that every American should have to get a license to carry a firearm. Any firearm. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen, from a Democrat, from a liberal. I do that because everybody wants to say liberal says bad. No, liberal is not bad. You want liberal in your life. You want to be liberal with certain things. Now, we won't get into that for a minute. But let me throw something at you about my position on firearms. I think everybody in America should almost be required to have one. Say what? You sure you're a Democrat? I'm a Democrat. Here's why I say that. If everybody in America possibly had a firearm, don't you think that crime might accidentally go down? Now, here's the other thing. Have to have a license, have to be trained, and I would say you should be required to have a psychological test, a mental health test. Now, I believe we should have open carry all around the United States. And I believe we should be required to get the training. I'm way ahead of the so-called background check. But here's the thing. If all of us had a firearm, those who that are not insane or abusers or all that other stuff, yeah, I would have extreme, stringent gun control. At the same time, and I want to say hi to everybody that's here. At the same time, I would require that if you don't want to have a firearm in your life, you have to sign a waiver and you have to explain why. And I say that because of this reason. I was in law enforcement training. I know what's out there and I know what's not out there. I know the truth behind the lies. And I also know that if I knew somebody may have a firearm, I'm not going to be messing with them. I don't know about you, but I know I'm not. So now you might wonder, Al, what type of firearms? What type would you have? Well, I wouldn't necessarily have this type, but I think Americans should be allowed to have almost any type of firearm if they pass the stringent gun controls and if they were physically trained. In order to get your license or your permit, you should be required to be trained on that firearm. Now, I would even argue that you should be allowed to even have, are you ready for this? This is from a Democrat, a machine gun. Of course, you shouldn't be allowed to have a machine gun just for pleasure. You should have a legitimate reason, like, maybe you could do it if you have a special firing range. But I bet most of you would like, this guy's a Democrat? Yeah, this guy's a Democrat. And I believe in the right to have a firearm. And I believe we should all be required to either have one or explain why we don't. Now, the ones that shouldn't be allowed are, so the bottom line is this. We can be Democrats and we can be liberal. We can be conservatives and we can be a little bit of everything. I don't know about all of you, but see me, I'm an American. What's that mean? Why I'm not, you might think I'm insulting you. I'm not. What I mean by that is there are things I'm very conservative on. There are things I'm liberal on. I'm for the American people. I'm for every one of you. Whether you don't like what I have to say or you love it. See, I'm for America. I'm for the planet. I'm for people. And guess what? I voted because you couldn't pay me all the money in the universe, not the world, the universe. You couldn't pay me all the money or anything that you consider currency. Whether it's Bitcoin, US dollars, yen, I don't care. You could not pay me all of it to not vote. I know what voting is. I know what voting isn't. Now, there's a lot of people saying our votes don't really count. You know what? Part of that's true. You see, because of this so-called electoral college, yeah, guess what? They're not wrong. That's why it's up to you to vote. And guess what? This is not all about voting, so you don't need it to run away. Because I'm going to give you some other power. Power that you have possibly in your pocket right now. But let me go and see. I'm sorry, but this is the only way I can do this. I want to say hello to, looks like IMEMD. Okay? And then we got another person, legit. And looks like Elvin. Well, I tell you what, I want to say hi to each and every one of you. I value your comments in the chat. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to see it other than getting right up in your face. I'm working on finding a way to be able to get the replay, and I will individually address that in your comments in another video or whatever at some point. Now, this is the part that you want to stay for. Voting is your power. Get out there and vote right now. But that's not the part that I want you to stay for. Did you know that you have more power than any president on the planet? Any president, any king, any queen, any dictator, any leader? Yeah, you right now, you have more power. You even have more power than Bill Gates. You have more power than Elon Musk. You have more power than Jeff Bezos. And I know you're all probably like, what's this guy tripping on? I'm not tripping. I'm telling you the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help me God. You don't think so, huh? Well, I'm going to prove it to you right now. You ready? Here we go. Every time you spend money on whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, you're using one of your powers. You have the ability to choose what you're spending that money on. So that means, my friends, let's say you decide to get a coffee at that very well-known latte shop. You just gave some of your power and your money to them. That's your power. Right there. That's your power. Voting is power, but your money, in a lot of ways, is even more powerful than voting. Now, you might be thinking, well, you just said money's my power, right? But if I have $1,000 in my name and Bill Gates has 100 million, how am I as powerful or more powerful than Bill Gates? How am I more powerful than the richest person on earth? How am I and my money more powerful than the richest person on earth? Or everybody, the richest people all combined, do not have as much power as you do. And you're probably thinking, what's this guy doing? He got to be wrong. Except I'm not wrong. Just listen up. You have more power because every one of these companies, every one of these multi-billionaires, they need you. You don't need them. Let me be very clear. You're the one that made Elon rich, or Jeff rich, or whoever it is, Bill Gates. You did. Not all at once, but as a people and as a world, every time we collectively buy something, it gives them money. It gives them a certain amount of profit. So when we buy collectively, they don't start out rich, most of them. Bill Gates didn't start out rich. Jeff didn't start out rich, or at least not Amazon didn't. So let this be a lesson to you. You're not going to hear this on the regular media. I guarantee you won't. Like, I'm not God. I can't guarantee you. But you're probably never going to hear this in the media. Because if they tell you the truth, how powerful you are, I guarantee you every politician will be angry at them. Both parties. Because they don't want you to know that you're one of the most powerful people on the planet. Do you realize there's no Walmart? There's no cell phone. There are no vehicles. There is nothing without us. We're the ones buying it. Now you might say, well, so do the ultra rich. Yes, they do. But they still need your money to stay rich. So your money, my money and yours are very powerful. So if your money is even more powerful than voting, why do you need to vote? I'll guarantee you I'm going to give you a reason. Because you can lose your rights as a human being. You can lose your rights to love who you want to love. You can even lose your rights to go down the street. You might not think that that can happen in America. Trust me, it can. Martial law could become a reality. I'm not sure, but I think in some cases during COVID it even had. And I think it did for a minute somewhere. The bottom line is, voting is very powerful. Anyone that tells you that it's not, they may be telling you because they just simply don't know. Or they may be telling you because they don't want you to vote, because they want to cancel out yours with theirs. Well, I'm here to tell you, you need to get up and vote now. In America, before your polls close, you may absolutely not want to vote. You need to vote. You're voting for yourself. You're voting for your community. You're voting for your rights, unless you want to lose them. We may one day wake up and not even have the U.S. Constitution if you don't vote. If you yourself don't vote. Now, if that terrible day ever comes to pass, we do have a backup. We have money. Now, I'm going to tell you something that the media will also not tell you, the mainstream media. You know why we all got some money? We all pretty much all received some money during the COVID years? Like that stimulus or surplus or whatever they want to call it. I'll tell you the real reason. It wasn't just the generosity of our nation or nations. If you really believe that, I'll sell you a bridge that's under the river. Here's the deal. They gave us the money because the ultra wealthy was demanding it. That's right. The most conservative people you think on the planet aren't really conservative. Not really. It's a game. A game to let you think that they are, but they're not, trust me. Now here's what happened with that. They demanded that we spend money again, the American people and other places on the planet. The ultra rich said, we need the American people to go out and spend more money. They're not spending enough because of this COVID disease. So you got a surplus or you got a stimulus. A lot of businesses got money to keep the doors open. But ultimately, it was about us, the people. You, ma'am. You, sir. It's about us spending the money. Do you know that they don't cost the American citizen? Did you know? Go ahead, look at the regular media. Look at certain reports. We are not called American citizens. We are called the American consumer. We just had a holiday called Halloween. Guess what? There are reports about how much money the American consumer spent on Halloween items. That's right. And then, of course, we have Thanksgiving coming up this month. And they speak about how much money did the American consumer spend for Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we have Ramadan. We have Hanukkah, we have Kwanzaa, and we have Christmas. And we have something called Black Friday. And then we have Cyber Monday. And guess what? The reports talk about how much money the American consumer spent for Christmas and whatever it is. They don't call us citizens. They call us the American consumer. But you should be well, I don't like the fact they call us that. Because I'm an American citizen. So are you, in most cases. But here's what you need to understand. The fact that they call us the American consumer, my friends, puts us in the driver's seat. And you can tell I'm in my vehicle. We're in our vehicle. Hi, Ned, right there. Say hi, Ned.
Hi.
Yeah, we're in our vehicle. But it puts us literally in the driver's seat, my friends. That's right. Oh, by the way, let's say you don't own a vehicle in your life. But you get a bus, you get a train, you get a tram, or some other transportation. You're putting out money for that. You're spending. You're keeping the economy going. You are doing that. So today, I wanted to spend a little time with you because I wanted you to get out there and vote. I want you to use that power. You know, you're a champion. Make no mistake, like my friend Ivan likes to say, that we're champions. Yeah, we are. But I want you to get out there and do what Annette and I have done. Right now, I don't care if you were not planning on voting. If you're registered, go vote. Let's say you're 17, well, no, you're 18. This is the first time you would be voting. Get out there and vote. Use some of your power. And use your other power, your money. In conclusion, today we have a chance to get a real president. A president that, like Abraham Lincoln, by the way, a Republican, just like Abraham Lincoln, we have a chance to get a president that will change the way America is throughout the rest of America's history. And it will be inclusive, not exclusive. More Americans will have a chance to earn that money, to get more power. And guess what? There are two candidates. I'm not going to tell you which one is the one that will change America for the better. I'm not going to do that. I could, but I won't. I want you to figure that one out. I'm not a dictator devil. My name is not Dictator Devil. I want you to succeed in life. Whether you put foul language in my chat, and I'm not saying any of you did, I can't see it right now enough. I don't care. I still love you from a very spiritual, deep way. I love atheists too, even though they don't believe God exists. It's all good.
Yeah, if you vote for a dictator devil, we still love you.
I didn't say it. I'm going to love you no matter what you do. And if the worst case scenario, the dictator devil does get in, whoever that is, and catastrophic things happen, I'm still going to love you. I'm going to pray a whole lot, but I'm going to love you. Will I be upset that you voted for the dictator devil? Oh, yeah. But I'm still going to love you. But here's the thing, guys and gals, and I want you to really think about this. Let's say the worst case scenario happened, and we lost the Constitution, and we lost every single right, even the right to go down the street. How would we get the Constitution, or even a better Constitution, back? How indeed would we get back what we lost? Well, I don't know if you play cards, but we have a whole lot of aces up our sleeves.
I voted for the next president.
No, that ain't how. She's wrong on that. Love you, but you wrong. No. No.
Whoever that is.
It's by reducing our spending. If they want to play tough with us, we'll get tough with them. If they play tough with us, we'll change their very lives by dramatically reducing our spending. And if we have to completely reduce our spending to the point where we're just barely living to get them to recognize, we'll do it. Your power is your money. Your vote is your power. Oh, make no mistake. You have the power right now to have a great president or a dictator. Make no mistake. That is your choice today. November the 5th.
For a dictator,
No. I don't want you influencing people. Please don't do that.
You're Hitler lovers.
Don't do that. I ask you not to do that. Please don't do that. That's inappropriate. Apologize.
Sorry.
Not to me, to them.
Sorry, people.
She's wrong on that. Listen, if you vote for the dictator devil, whoever that is, and horrendous things happen, don't lose hope. Don't say, well, I made a mistake. Yeah, you did. But it's all good. See, because here's the thing. The dictator devil could take away all of our rights. All of them. He could. Or she could. He or she could. She or he could. You're not going to know which one I'm speaking about. I said she and I said he. I said he and I said she. See, I'm not going to let you know either way. But they don't have as much power as they think they have. No, not really. Because we have the money. And we will take their money away from them little by little. You see, I'm going to give you a perfect example of what I'm saying. Let's say you're putting out $200 a month on your streaming. Let's just say hypothetically. Comes out to $200. Well, you're going to have to do without some of it. You're going to cut that down to $100 or $50. From your $200, you would cut it down to $100 or $50. Now, look at that times 340 million or 330 million Americans. Now you getting it? That's literally billions of dollars that our economy, or maybe even trillions, wouldn't have. That's why they gave us the stimulus money. That's the real reason during COVID. When you go to the fast food restaurant and you spend your money, you're using your power, my friends. When you go to work at that fast food restaurant, you're gaining your power. Now, why is voting so important, though? Because it's your chance to have control of your life. Because remember, every law that's ever been created in the United States has been from people that were either elected or appointed. If you make a mistake and you get arrested, judges are either elected or appointed. So every aspect of your life comes down to voting. So my question to you is, are you going to vote? I hope that you will vote for the right person and not the dictator devil. But no matter who you vote for, I want you to vote right now. Give me 4 minutes. It's getting very windy here and I got to shut my windows. And that's going to be mad at me, but I have to. I can't have all that. I'm going to shut 2 of the windows and then I'll open one of hers a wee bit and I'll open mine a wee bit. There you go. Now, before I go, listen up. You vote and you pray if you're a person of God who believes in God. You vote and you pray. I'm not giving up on America, and I certainly ain't giving up on you. For all those of you who vote for the wrong person, I love you. Am I not pleased? No, I'm not pleased if you vote for the wrong person. But I love you. I'm going to love you now. I'm going to love you then. And I'm never going to stop loving you. Whether you like me or not, you're stuck with the Sicilian American who happens to live in the state of Pennsylvania. That's right. You're stuck with me. How you doing?
I will always love you.
Oh, now, come on now. That wasn't me. That was Annette. Hey, it's all right. It's good. No, but she's not wrong. I will always love you, like Whitney Houston sung, and of course Dolly Parton. Before Whitney, Dolly Parton sung it. Very good song. She's not wrong, guys. But I do love you. But these two powers control our country. The voting and the money. And you have the money. Now get out there and vote. Please. If you love America, I got a better idea. I'm going to put you to the challenge now. You say you're an American, right? I need you to prove it by voting. Have you ever celebrated on Memorial Day? Have you ever celebrated on the 4th of July, Independence Day? Have you ever had picnics? Have you ever watched the fireworks? Have you ever sung, God Bless America? If you've done any of that, but you don't vote, I love you, but you're a liar. I love you, but you're lying to yourself. Real patriots vote. Only those who are phony won't. Patriots vote. Phonies won't. Oh, did I just make a slogan? Patriots vote. Phonies won't. You're a patriot.
I like that.
And you go vote. My name is Al Torcaso, and I approve of this YouTube Live.
Patriots vote, phonies won't.
Say it again.
Patriots vote, phonies won't.
Hey, I love you all. Listen. Get out there and vote. And remember,
Phonies won't.
just remember what she said. Patriots vote.
And phony balonies won't.
No, not balonies. Patriots vote. Phonies won't. Patriots vote. Phonies won't. Patriots vote. Phonies won't.